It's Powerback time on the Gutsy Podcast. Each week we bring you 5 minutes of condensed inspiration to reclaim the courage and momentum you've given away. You've got big things to do, so let's get your power back. I'll tell you what, nothing will kill your vibe when you're preparing for something big. Maybe it's a big meeting, it's a huge opportunity, you just really have to be on that day. Nothing will kill that vibe quicker than not feeling like you've got all of your shit put together. And while this definitely alludes to getting your paperwork and your files and your research all together, kind of like we talked back on episode 25, about planning out your day and being prepared for yourself, that can drastically reduce your anxiety. But today on this Powerback, I want to talk about preparing yourself physically and mentally. It's so easy to be running in 100 different directions, taking care of everything that you feel like you need to take care of, making sure everyone else has what they have. And then you realize that it's the 11th hour and you have no idea what you're going to wear. Of course, it's going to be one of those hair days where nothing looks right, feels right, nothing fits right, and you just don't feel like you've got yourself together. You've ran from one marathon to another marathon. Mentally, you feel really foggy and overwhelmed. You just don't feel like you're going to be able to nail it. And that's a really challenging way to enter into a great opportunity. I mean, if you don't feel really well prepared physically, mentally, spiritually, through your work and your research or whatever it is that you had to get ready to prepare for that day, then the chances of something slipping through the cracks is greater, and the chances of you not celebrating that success is greater as well. You kind of slip into this mindset of, oh, thank God that's over with, versus, I really freaking nailed that, and we're going to have a celebratory toast after this. This week, I want you to take your power back by finding your power source. This is something that you can easily implement into your daily routine or into right before you're headed into something huge. This concept first came up when I was listening to another podcast that Robin NYC from Peloton was on, and she talked about finding her power source. So she's got this gold ring that she wears every time that she needs to feel like a boss. It's a subtle, literally subtle slip on her finger that just transforms her mind and her entire mindset of what she's about to go into. So that got me really thinking, there are 1,000 different subtle ways that I know that I can lift my spirits. So I want to share a few of the things that really resonate with me and how they impact the way that I approach the day. So one of my favorite ways to get in the mind space of being a badass is listening to motivational videos on YouTube on my way to work. There is a Will Smith one. It's about 6 minutes long. And by the end of it, I feel like I could either lift my car on the side of a mountain or save the world, or maybe a combination of the two. But it speaks to me so brilliantly, and it gets literally into my veins, and it just puts me in a power zone where I know that I can tackle anything that I'm about to face, whether that's a challenging situation or an opportunity that I need to be sharp as shit for. We'll put a link to that in the show notes in case you want to find out if it works the same for you as well. Something else that really helps me that plays a huge impact on the way I approach the day is how I feel in my clothing. When I've got on a great outfit and my shoes are killing it, I feel like I could literally do anything. So taking a little bit of extra time, whether it's the night before or the morning of, and just really planning out, how do I want to feel that day? Because different outfits do different things, right? And when I give myself an opportunity to invest a few extra minutes in myself, and I walk out of that door feeling like a rock star, you know that some good shit's about to go down. I am also a huge fan of grounding, just going outside, standing barefoot in the grass, putting my hands up and just literally absorbing the energy of the earth. And whether I need to get pumped up for something or whether I need to decompress from something, this is a really great tactic that has helped me just to be still and stand in my power. Your power source could be something as simple as a pair of earrings that just make you feel like you've got your shit together, or a pair of sunglasses that just make you feel like, yep, I got today in the bag. Maybe it's a color that you feel incredible in, or a certain playlist. Maybe there's a handful of songs that just really speak to you. Maybe you build a playlist and you listen to that on your way to work or on your way to wherever it is you need to go. And by the time you get there, you're doing jumping jacks as you're getting out of the front seat. The cool thing is, there's no right or wrong here, and you don't even have to tell everyone what's going on. But what I can tell you is people will notice a difference, that you have done something to invest in your energy. Join me next week on the Gutsy Podcast as we have oil painter and mixed media artist Ali Datilio on building a brand and making sales through Instagram. Oh, the platform of dreams. So many visual, beautiful things. Ali has been able to grow her following to over 24,000 people and runs a very successful artistic business online. Until then, follow the Gutsy Podcast on Facebook and Instagram. And for more Gutsy insight, follow me personally on Instagram at @LauraOra. See you next time.